Today's horoscope, Capricorn May 16, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's energies are a little tricky in the social or romantic department. It can be difficult to put complete faith in something or someone right now, and it is probably advisable not to until you have more confidence about the matter. It makes sense to handle guilt or insecurity to help clear the path forward. As the day advances, energies are strong for creative satisfaction and expressing affection. Learning something that helps move you forward can figure strongly. The moon enters your sign, bumping up the volume of your emotional needs. It's a time in the lunar month to listen more closely to your feelings. Jupiter spends about 12 to 13 months in each zodiac sign. This means that wherever our great benefic soars, we will experience a greater emphasis on the themes, mindset, and frequency of that particular zodiac sign. Presently, Jupiter spins in the high heavens of mutable air sign Gemini, and this will even affect how we experience and pursue sex and intimacy. Gemini is a highly intellectual zodiac sign, encouraging us to take a more mental and cerebral approach to how we flirt, seduce, and communicate our needs sexually. This may even cause more people to engage online, start dating profiles, or sext with one another. You're burning up with good feelings about your work and won't be able to contain your smile as long as you're collaborating with people. Avoid solo projects. You positively shine around others. Intensity is not your way, although it might be recommended if you are beginning to feel sick lately. For example, you may want to consider intensifying your consumption of water, something highly recommended at this time. Try making it a habit to drink a couple of glasses of warm water before your morning coffee or tea. To further hydrate and nourish your cells, invest in a juicer and make healthy drinks from fresh fruits and vegetables. Your day may be highlighted by a relative. This day it would not be surprising if you received a visit or a call asking for your assistance. Given your generosity and natural inclination toward helping others, you may have to weigh everything out before committing to someone in this regard. Keep in mind that you have much to do for yourself, as well, and that there are going to be times when you can't do everything that's asked of you. If requests made today are not feasible, be sure to say no. Since Jupiter returned to your work sector in May 2024 to begin your biggest year for job growth and expansion in over a decade, the moon's return to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart each month has seen them clash. With no planetary activity here and the moon passing through in just a few days, this has been the important chance that you get every 4 weeks to check that you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off. However, today it is for the last time before Jupiter leaves and just before the Sun is due to return next week to start bringing things home. While an alignment between Saturn and the dwarf planet Ceres that peaked in your communication sector yesterday is starting to separate, they will continue to work together to not only get the communication lines open but in a way both you and your relationships actually need. Words are just words if they aren't for the right purpose, and with important times ahead on the relationship front, this couldn't be more important. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's cosmic energy invites you to pause, reflect, and take a deep breath of reassurance. As the Sun in grounded Taurus forms a harmonious sextile with the North Node in dreamy Pisces and a trine to the South Node in Virgo, the universe is gently nudging you to trust the direction of your journey. Even if you're not sure where the path is leading, you are exactly where you need to be. These astrological alignments offer a blend of spiritual wisdom, practical reflection, and emotional grounding, a rare and beautiful invitation to reconnect with both purpose and presence. Have you ever questioned whether you're on the right path? Maybe you've been feeling uncertain, wondering if your choices align with your greater purpose or if you're missing something crucial. That's a common feeling many of us wrestle with self-doubt when life feels quiet or when progress seems invisible. But today, the universe speaks softly through signs and synchronicities. You might receive a message in the form of a conversation that hits just the right note, a familiar song playing when you need comfort, or a random idea that suddenly feels like the missing piece of a puzzle you've been working on. If you've been waiting for confirmation, some form of spiritual alignment or small aha moment, It may come today and not necessarily in grand, dramatic ways. It might be in the comfort of a peaceful moment, the clarity after a long walk, or the contentment that comes from being truly present. Look for those subtle nudges. They are reminders that you're evolving, that your growth is unfolding just as it should. This is also a beautiful day to indulge in simple pleasures. In a world that often rushes us from one task to the next, Taurus energy encourages us to slow down and savor. Think candlelit evenings, breakfast in bed, a warm cup of tea, or a quiet moment watching the sunrise. These aren't just luxuries, they're acts of self-care, ways of honoring your time and energy. You don't need to spend extravagantly to feel rich in spirit. Sometimes, the deepest joy comes from the smallest, most mindful experiences. Consider stepping away from screens and schedules today and reconnecting with nature. A walk through the countryside, time spent in a garden, or even just sitting under a tree can restore your sense of balance. The natural world has a way of putting things in perspective. It gently reminds us what really matters and helps our bodies and minds reset. This burst of inspiration and curiosity could make you feel like the world is wide open with possibilities, and it is. You might feel pulled toward new experiences, knowledge, or creative endeavors. Follow that urge. Whether it's picking up a new book, enrolling in a course, planning a trip, or simply asking more questions in daily conversations, stay open to learning. Sometimes, someone else's insight can shift your perspective in life-changing ways. That's the beauty of human connection. We're always learning from each other. This is a day for steady, heartfelt progress. Be intentional with your time, your words, and your energy. Let yourself enjoy the beauty of where you are, even if you're not yet where you want to be. Growth is happening. Trust that. Even on the quiet days, even in the stillness, your path is unfolding with purpose. So today, take a moment to reflect. What small signs have been showing up for you lately? Are there any shifts, internal or external, that hint you're on the right track? Share in the comments, or simply write it down for yourself. Your story, your journey, and your insights are valuable not only for you, but for others who may need a little hope right now. Remember, faith in the journey doesn't mean having all the answers. It means choosing to keep going anyway, with an open heart and a curious mind. And that is exactly where your power lies. I hope you enjoy the reading. And for more predictions, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, click the bell button next to it, and leave a comment in a video. This way, you know what is coming towards you, and how you can best prepare yourself for the upcoming day. Also, we want to thank you all so much for watching all our videos and the support, and all the new subscribers. If you have any video suggestions, leave them down below. Good luck!